Hey guys, Team 3D on deck. Alright, I'm answering another round of questions. Like I said in my other video, I'm at the laundromat. So that's the only time I have to make videos for you guys. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm too busy during the day. And the semester's coming to a close. So you already know what that means if you're in college. Exam papers are due, projects, stuff like that. So sorry I'm late, but episode 4, next round of questions. You speak French? Oui, je parle français. Je suis né en Côte d'Ivoire. Well, some of my friends are from Canada, so y'all should understand what I'm saying. Oui, je suis né en Côte d'Ivoire, donc je parle français. C'était une colonie de la France. Do your homework, you'll figure that out. Yeah, I speak French. Oui, Marco also speaks French. Every once in a while, we'll comment each other in French on his page. Really cool guy. I love Louis Marco, man. But yeah, oui, je parle français. So si tu parles français aussi, envoie-moi un message. Écris-moi en français. But the thing is, I'm starting to forget how to write French. Because like I said, I learned English I came to the US when I was 11 years old. I knew zero English and I had to learn English from scratch. I was in Harlem, New York. That's where I learned English. Worst place to learn English, Harlem. I mean, all you learn is slang. Like, I remember the stories, like, I would try to, I had a French English dictionary and I would try to, listen to what they were saying and look at my dictionary, but they would say stuff like, yo, what's good, son? Yo, what it do, son? Yo, what's good? I'm like, what? In my dictionary, it's like, how are you? Good morning, sir. And I'm hearing, yo, what's good? Yo, what's good, fam? I'm like, what are they saying? So it took me a long time to learn English, like 3 to 4 months. People say that's fast. That's not really fast. That's a long time for me. So yeah, man, and now I can, now I even dream in English. I've been in the U.S. for like 11 years now, or 12 years. Now I dream in English. I do everything in English now. I'm starting to forget French. I'm starting to forget how to even write in French. Like I still remember, but it's hard. If it wasn't because I tutored French, I would have forgot most of it. But yeah, it's still my primary language. So right now I'm learning Spanish, and then I'm gonna learn Italian, and I also study Hebrew on my spare time. And hopefully Arabic soon. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, je parle français. Number 2. Dope, my dude. You should Skype your subscribers one day or something. Yeah, one day. I'm gonna do that one day. Like I said, I need time to be able to Skype all of y'all. So I'm definitely thinking about it, but not anytime soon. Like I said, my schedule's too busy. Number 3, man, I only have one question about all this discipline and organization you began using in your daily life. Did you do it overnight? Like, fuck it, I won't waste time anymore? Or was it a gradual process? Because, man, one thing's for sure, you're very determined and you got some clear goals. Respect. I should make a separate video to answer that, but I'm going to give you, like, a quick answer to this. As quick as I can, because, like I said, it's a big question. Very good question. No, it didn't happen overnight. It's, like I said, I went through periods of depression. I lost my best friend when I consider him my best friend when I was 17, I think. He's one of the guys that actually taught me how to speak English and taught me how to play basketball and all these things. But anyway, make a long story short, he passed away, and that was like the biggest turning point in my life. The first turning point, because I had a lot of turning points. That was the first turning point. That's when I started realizing, wow, life is short, And he was a bright young guy, he had a big future ahead of him, and he was just going just like that. And that made me mad. That lit the fire of curiosity within me. I felt like, wow, like, it's the first time in my life I felt powerless, like really powerless. You see your friend in a casket and you can't do anything about it. You can't raise him from the dead. You can't do nothing. And people tell you, hey, live with it. But I'm a stubborn motherfucker. I don't like the answer, hey, just live with it. I was like, no, that's bullshit. You don't just take somebody's life like that. Like, he died of a pulmonary embolism, so nobody killed him. But still, I was really upset. And I was really mad. I was mad at God. I was mad at everything, every system. And I decided I was going to find the answer. I was going to find a way to stop being so powerless. Now, like I said, it's a long story. I don't want to get into the details. A lot more stuff happened. I moved a lot from state to state. I was living like a hermit, just locking myself in the house, reading books, trying to learn wisdom, trying to, it's a long story, guys. I'm gonna make a separate video for that because it's very emotional, it's very touching. Even when I look back at it, I feel like crying. I'm like, wow, I went through some bullshit, a lot of bullshit. But I don't want to talk about it on this channel because I don't like being negative. But yeah, it wasn't an overnight process. It was an accumulation of bullshit. Life just kept fucking with me, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start fucking with you. I hate being the victim. And I felt like you only become the victim when you stop victimizing your enemies. So when you're the one, on the other hand of the gun, you don't have to worry about being victimized. So I started, grabbing life by the horns. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna grab life by the horns. I'm gonna, make it what I want it to be. I'm gonna create my own little world, starting in my head. And I started reading, I started researching, I started disciplining myself, because like I said, I went through a lot of bullshit, and I'm pretty sure all of us go through bullshit. It's just that, what do we do with it? I decided to take all that bullshit and use it for something positive. I used it. I threw it in my rage bucket. A lot of you guys know what I'm talking about if you saw my video on the rage bucket. But a lot of people, we all go through the same bullshit, but we just don't do anything about it. People probably went through worse shit than I went through. They just don't do anything out of it. I like what somebody said. He said, all men fall down, but the great ones get back up. So I fell. And some other guys, I forgot what's his name. He said, men don't drown by falling in water. Men drown by staying in the water they fell in. So we all fall. You just don't stay there. Like, get your ass up and use your negative experiences for something positive. Just like a car uses fuel to go from A to B. Use the negative experiences that happen to you and turn it into something positive, no matter what it is. I lost a lot of things, and deaths in my family, girlfriends, a whole bunch of shit. My life was hectic. But like I said, I'm making a separate video for that, because it's gonna take up like at least 20 minutes to give you like a rundown. Anyway, next question. That's a good question though. Next question. What do you do for your abs? I don't do anything for my abs. Anything. In fact, I have an ab roller that I bought a few months ago, and I can't even get myself to use that shit. Make a quick story short, I'll make a video for that too. The secret to abs is nutrition. Nutrition, and the second secret to abs is keeping your stomach flexed all day long. That's one thing I've been doing, because like I said, I'm an endomorph. I used to be fat as fuck. I'm gonna try to find the pictures of my mom's house, because I got rid of all of them. I hated looking at it. I was so fat that I would try to stick my stomach in all the time. I was tired of getting laughed at school, so I would always stick my stomach in. So I want to look as fat, and it became a habit. So as I got older, my stomach would always stay, like stuck in. Even when I'm home playing video games, I would always stick my stomach in. So it became like a habit over the years. So think about it: 11 years of you sticking your stomach in, always flexing those ab muscles. When you start cutting, you're gonna see some, a little fall back. So I don't do anything for my abs. If I do start training my abs, oh my god, they're gonna get so fucking ripped. So, because they're just used to being tense all the time. Even now I'm talking to you, I'm actually flexing my stomach without even realizing it. It's like a habit, So yeah, but if you want to train your abs, I would say, like, focus on your diet, and the only you don't have to go to the gym and do 500 sit-ups. What you could do is, another thing I used to do when I started cutting, I started playing basketball and swimming and racquetball to start losing most of my fat. What I would do is I would try to do like crunches or ab work every commercial break. Every time I would watch TV, I would do it every commercial break. If you think about it, if you watch TV a lot, that's a lot of commercial breaks. That's a lot of crunches and sit-ups or whatever. But that's just my advice. I don't do anything for abs. If I want to, I can get a six-pack easy. It's just nutrition. Anyway, last question. How long did it take you to get your physique to look great? First of all, thanks for the comment. My physique is not great. If I kept training, I started training when I was 16. Not bodybuilding, just weightlifting. That's when I started, because I noticed I was losing weight from playing basketball and swimming and all that stuff. And I noticed I was losing fat, so I started, lifting weights to just try to get, bigger arms. I didn't care about nutrition. I didn't care about bodybuilding. In fact, I didn't even train my chest or my shoulders or my back. It was just preacher curls all day long. So I started weightlifting at 16, 17, my first year in college. And like I said, I didn't know anything about weightlifting. I was eating junk foods. I was overtraining. Every mistake in the book, I committed it. I would go on websites, and when I see diet, I would just skip it. I'm like, man, come on, I don't want to read about dieting. I just want to get some muscles. So like I said, I got beginner gains like everybody else. When you start lifting, you get beginner gains, and then if you're not on the right track, you shrink. And that's what happened to me. I shrunk. I got injuries, whole bunch of bad shit. It's not until July 2011, last year, 8 months ago, I believe, that I started bodybuilding for the first time. But prior to that, I would lift weights, then I would stop. I would lift weights, then I would stop. And I would lift weights, then I stopped, on and off. And I didn't really get serious until now. Yeah, a year ago, in fact, I had wanted to get to bodybuild, because I saw a magazine about Arnold, and I wanted to bodybuild a year and a half ago. I was in the state of Alabama at the time, but I actually didn't keep it up. I started and I stopped. So my first time being serious is 8 months ago. That's when I started counting my macros and doing all that shit, training my body. In fact, I just started training my legs like a few months ago, and I just started training my calves a month and a half ago. So I got a long way to go. But like I said, now I got the experience of all the mistakes that I already made. So my path looks a lot brighter than it did, a few years back. it's good to make mistakes when you learn from them. Alright guys, this is question number 5. I think I'm gonna stop it right there, or I might do one more just for the hell of it because my clothes are still washing. Alright guys, team 3D.